Hello! Happy Mindful Monday! Are you ready for the week? Let me know how you're doing. Post in here how you're feeling, what's going on for you. I'd love to hear. And what we're going to be talking about today is a little bit more of the concept that we were dealing with perfectionism. So, one of the topics that comes up with perfectionism is not good enough. And that's really the two that come together. So I'm not good enough for this. I'm not good enough for that. I'm not good enough with this. Or I've got to do it better, do it better, do it better, do it better. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. That not good enough, how it creates making you feel like you're less than. How it creates having you feel small and stuck. How it can create anxiety and panic. So those are some things we're going to talk about today. And why are we going to be talking about those today? Because you deserve to be able to release that, let it go, not have to deal with that struggle and stress and strain and anxiety. You don't deserve it. You don't need it. And why live with it if you can change it? And so, why am I here? Why do I do this? My name is Tammy Workman-Lopez, and I am a life coach, a Christian life coach, a hypnotherapist, an NLP practitioner, and really, you could call me your mindset reset guru. So, anytime you feel like you're stuck in negative thinking, I want you to think of me and know that it can help you out of it. The tools and supports and all the different things that I can offer you can help you out of it. You do not have to be stuck there. And I share these things with you because I used to be in that place. I spent all up into my 20s feeling afraid, feeling not good enough, and it got a little better into my 30s, but it was still there. And then in around 36, 37, it hit hard again. And that's when I began to learn about hypnosis and hypnotherapy and really understanding that all it is how you've programmed your own mind already. That's it. You know, any tool that people have can be used inappropriately. So when people have these scary stories and things about people using it inappropriately, that's what's happened. But everyone practices mindset. Everyone practices belief systems. Everyone practices programming their own mind every day. And you started it when you were really little, right? You were programmed what language to speak. You were programmed what belief to believe. You were programmed what religion you were going to be. You were programmed what culture was going to look like. Most of it's good for us. But then there's other stuff that's not. And the mind is made in such a way that it creates these programs so it can automatically react and automatically keep you safe. So it's not out of a bad thing. But what happens is out of that self preservation, our mind comes up with inappropriate programming. Like, if I tell myself I'm not good enough, then I'll work really hard. However, if we knew better when we were little that you can help yourself work really hard without the programming of you're not good enough, then you could do one without the other. However, because they were collapsed, now as you're still running that program, you don't know it, it's at a subconscious level, a level you're not aware of, then you can go, oh, no wonder that's coming up. So I want to share with you this book here. This is not my book. It's called The Secret Language of Feelings. It's by Calvin Banyan. I love this book because it helps you to take a look at your emotions. And I'm going to share with you what I mean on page 52, I believe. Yep. Well, page 53. And so I'm going to share this page with you so you can see that information there. It talks about boredom, anger, guilt, sadness, loneliness. But I'm going to turn the page and share with you what we're going to be working on today. Whoop, there it is. See inadequacy? Nope, this one. There you go. We're going to be working on that today. The idea when we're feeling inadequate, it's because we believe that we're not good enough, not adequate enough. Now, the reason I share this book is because it breaks down so many things in some basic ways. We are not taught how to handle our emotions. We're not taught that our thoughts create these emotions and we run with it. And so, what I do when I'm helping people understand their thought process is to begin to realize when you think, I'm not good enough, think about when you say that to somebody else. Have you ever said that to somebody else? Have you ever looked at somebody and said, you know what, you're not good enough? Now, maybe if there's somebody who mistreats you, that's accurate. You're not good enough to be in a relationship with me. You're not kind enough. You're not whatever enough. It's fitting. However, if someone is good and kind and doing the best they can, have you ever looked at them and said, you're not enough? Imagine how they would feel if you said that. And I want you to connect to that because that's what's happening for you. A feeling of worthlessness, a feeling of, oh God, I'm going to fail, a feeling of, I can't do this, a feeling of, it's just too heavy, I think I'm going to give up. All of these different feelings come in because of that thought. And then notice what happens to your body. So if you said to somebody, you're not good enough, or somebody said to you, you're not good enough, where do you think they're feeling that? Sometimes all over. Sometimes their whole body will begin to shake. Sometimes there's a tightness in the chest and the throat can't hardly speak. Sometimes there's an overwhelm of wanting to cry or scream. Sometimes there's this, I just want to go back to bed, where it just falls into, I can't do it anymore. And so just realizing, sorry about that, just realizing that's what is created when I'm thinking I'm not good enough can have you go, whoa. No wonder I feel exhausted. No wonder I feel totally drained by the end of the day emotionally. No wonder everything feels so much harder. No wonder I can't ask for help. When all of those things are going on, it's too much and you don't deserve it. And so, what's a really good thing is take a look at when those thoughts come up, allow yourself to shift it. Allow yourself to ask yourself a new question. What's missing here? When that I'm not good enough comes up, instead replace it immediately. And so allow yourself to use it like an anchor. Anytime not good enough comes up, I'm going to use it to remind me, what do I need? What support do I need? What skill do I need? Do I have what I need for this situation? And so you're immediately replacing it. You're not fighting it. You're knowing it's there, realizing it's there to guide you that you need something else. Whether it's, okay, I need extra support. I need to know that I can do this. I need to know that I am good enough. I need to remind myself of my other success, which is, I graduated this program, or I got this license, or I'm an amazing parent, or you think about your other successes and it brings you back on track. That's your proof instead of the old proof of you're going to fail and you're not good enough. The old proof of I'm not smart enough or I can't do it, because that's not based on proof. You thought it was based on proof, but it was just a thought. Now you can go back to proof of how you have succeeded and you will succeed again. So number one, catching the thought and using it to help you anchor to what you need. Number two, pulling up the proof of how you have succeeded. And allow yourself to be able to check in to see how you're feeling and notice that it begins to relieve that. So I want to practice this with you in a more relaxed state. So I'd like for you to close your eyes with me. And we're just going to meditate. We're going to focus on one particular thing. So I'd like you to focus on a time when you felt like you weren't good enough. Notice what you felt. Notice where you felt it. So number one, we're paying attention to the thought and we're seeing what's needed. Okay, I'm feeling tension in my throat, my chest, I'm feeling fear, I'm feeling, and then, it could be panic, it could be fear, anxiety, panic, they kind of go in that order usually. But sometimes if we practice too much, it might hit panic immediately. So just notice, right? Number one, we're just noticing and see what we need. Okay, so if there's any fear, any anxiety, any panic, you need to know that you're safe. If you're telling yourself you're not good enough, then you're practicing something that's not safe. Okay, I am safe. I am good. What do I need? I need to know that I can do this. I need to know that I am safe. I need to know that I'm an amazing human being, and I forgive myself for saying that I'm not good enough. I forgive myself for scaring myself and creating fear and anxiety. And number two, I'm going to look back at proof of how I know I can do this. I know I can do this because I've done so many successful things before. I know I can do this because I've helped others before, and this is about helping others. I know that I can do this because I'm smart and I know how to plan things out. I know that I can do this because I know how to ask for help. I've done it before. And use specifics. Use specific times that you've succeeded and remind yourself. And I'll think of the time when I graduated. Think of all the scents, the sounds. Okay, I remember when I graduated, everyone was there. It felt so good. Everyone was celebrating. Everyone was excited. We did so much work, so many years, so much effort. Everyone's congratulating each other. You can see the smiles. You can hear the laughter. You can feel the relief in everyone. We were in the convention center, and it just smelled like a building. It smelled just like the chairs and the carpeting. And I remember everyone was wearing their robes, and that was a new cloth smell. And the colors, they were black, and different cords, those were yellow, and different colors. Yeah. Notice how you feel when you do that. And allow yourself to take a deep breath now. And notice the level of fear, anxiety, stress, whatever was going on, whatever name you would name it. Notice what it was before. Was it a 10? Was it a 9, an 8, a 5? Notice what it is now when you do this. Might notice it's a 1 or a 0. You'll notice that the level that you're feeling goes down because you're changing what you focused on. You're changing that negative thinking. You're shifting it. You're not fighting it. You're using it to remind you to shift into step 1, allowing yourself to do that, allowing yourself to notice the thought and ask yourself what's needed. And number 2, reinforcing for yourself the proof of how you can and will succeed, and do it at that meditative, relaxed level. And meditation, when you're doing this, is just focusing on a particular thing, and you don't even have to close your eyes. You're just closing your eyes so you're not distracted. And so as you focus on that success, it's a reminder into your body, those positive endorphins. It's a reminder into your mind, oh my gosh, I can do something so much bigger than this. I've done it before. I can do this. It gives you that support. It gives you that courage. It gives you that strength. It grounds you, and it helps you to release that negative thinking. So just those 2 steps are very powerful. And as we go through this week, we're going to continue to practice this. So you can allow yourself to feel good about this. You can allow yourself to release that I'm not good enough. And as you do, share what it is that you feel like you're not good enough about. Let's talk about it. The more we can allow ourselves to talk about it without any guilt or any shame, the more it's just a thing. It's just a thought. It's just a thought bubble that you can talk about with any guilt or shame or negative emotion and go, oh yeah, I can let that go. And then we can work on it together. We'll continue to work on it throughout the week. So you take care of you and know that you are loved, know that you are appreciated, know that you are amazing, and we're going to continue to do this work because you deserve it. Yay! I will see you tomorrow for Tender Tuesday. Give yourself a great big squishy hug for me. Bring it all the way in. Sending you love, sending you hugs, sending you that you know that you are more than good enough. I will see you tomorrow. You take care of you, and let me know how this is supporting you today for Mindful Monday into this week and quite possibly for the rest of your life. Ciao for now.